planning commissions, and I will begin with a few introductory comments. Tonight, I am Bonnie Duffy. I am the chair for the County Planning Commission, and Tom Schweibach is here for the Dell Rapids Planning Commission. As a courtesy to everyone here tonight, please make sure that all cell phones are turned off. Please note that tonight's Planning Commission meeting will be rebroadcast via CityLink and posted on the www.minnehahacounty.org site for viewing by the general public. The two planning commissions work together on land use and zoning matters within the rural area surrounding the city. This area is displayed on the screen. When this joint hearing is completed, the joint Dell Rapids and County Planning Commission will adjourn, and there will be no further meetings after this one tonight. Action taken on the text amendment during the public hearing is a recommendation that will be forwarded to the County Commission for another public hearing on Tuesday, September 28th at or after 9 a.m. Meetings of the County Commission and Dell Rapids City Council are held in this same room. First on the agenda is public input. Is there anyone wishing to speak to an item that's not on the agenda? Okay. For the regular agenda, we will follow our normal hearing procedure. Planning staff will present the reporting on the zoning text amendment. And Scott, do you want to take care of that?
All right. So, I will give the for the benefit of our new member, Jeff, I'm gonna have to give the whole spiel, but I'll do the quick version. So, as we all are aware, back in last November, we, as a state, adopted or enacted medical marijuana, medical cannabis. And the state of South Dakota is putting together their rules, which will be effective in October. But by that time, or before that time, we need to, as a local jurisdiction, need to adopt our own rules on how we're going to deal with zoning and what zones we're going to allow them in. So with that in mind, there was a task force that was made up of elected officials and administration and staff members. They met 3 times in July and worked through a proposal, and the ordinance amendment that is before you today is a result of that work. So I will just generally tell you that, or briefly tell you that this zoning ordinance text amendment does a couple of things. It adopts a definition of a medical cannabis dispensary or dispensary. It creates the ability of medical cannabis dispensaries to be a permitted special use in the I-1, which is the light industrial, and the C commercial districts. And then it sets forth a number of criteria that they would have to meet in order to be a special permitted use. And there are 11 of those criteria. That criteria would be things like they have to meet the requirements of the state. They have to maintain setback distances of 1,000 feet from schools, from churches, elementary schools, single-family residences, public use facilities. They have to operate within an enclosed secure structure. It sets hours of operation. It controls nuisances like dust, odors, vapors, and noises. It regulates the age that people can enter a dispensary of 18 or above. It says that there can be no use of medical marijuana on the property. It requires a disposal plan for any unused material. It requires a security and a fire protection plan. And then finally, a site plan, which has to be approved by the planning director. So if they meet all of that criteria and they're located in the C commercial or the light industrial, it is a permitted special use. Now, the one thing I really need to make clear is the number of establishments, the amount of a license, how they're transferred, whether they're going to be transferable, that's all going to be a separate ordinance that's going to be adopted by the county. That's not a land use regulation that you need to deal with. So right now, tonight, we're dealing with what zoning district we're going to allow them in, and if we're going to allow them as a permitted use or a conditional use. And the task force had recommended a permitted special use. If they meet their criteria, they can be a permitted use. If they do not meet the criteria, they have the opportunity to apply for a conditional use permit. So I'd be glad to answer any questions. Once again, this is a public hearing, so I would ask the chairman to make sure that we solicit any comments from the public after I'm done with my questions or answers. So I'd be glad to answer any questions you have.
Any questions for him?
No. Nope.
Move approval on the county side.
Yes, Madam Chair, once again, I'll second that, and, you know, just a quick comment, I know there's a lot of controversy about the concept of cannabis, well, and how we personally feel about that's neither here nor there, but I appreciate all the work that went into this, and I really feel like this did a nice job of capturing, you know, the general parameters, I think, that are applicable to this type of operation, so, again, with that, I'll second.
Okay, I want to make it perfectly clear, we also have the approval of the minutes of the May 24th meeting on the regular agenda, besides this item number 2, which is zoning text amendment 21-03.
Yes.
So, I have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
Motion passes on the county side.
Okay. We have a motion to approve items 1 and 2 on the agenda.
Motion to approve.
Okay,
And I'll second it.
second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Other side?
Any old business? No new business? I'll entertain a motion to adjourn on the county
So
side.
moved. Aye.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Motion
Motion
adjourned.
passes.
You adjourn?
In a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right, motion carried.